If I knew these three things before I started getting waves, I would be flawless by now. Yes, flawless. Man, flawless, bro. Now the first mistake is my crown. Your waves start from your crown and go down. If I were to brush my crown as I brush the rest of my waves, it would have saved me months of progress. Months. I would have been elite so much faster if I went by brushing my crown as, the foundation to your pattern. So you need to start brushing your crown from now. If your crown is offset and you don't even know it, fix that. I have a crown video coming soon, should be up there if it's out, but you need to brush your crown first. Brush your crown. Honestly, brush your crown maybe 40% of the time and the rest of your waves 60% of the time when you're a beginner, but you need to brush your crown. Now the second mistake, even elite wavers make this mistake. I was making this mistake up to last month, which is brushing the wrong angles. If you brush the wrong angle on your waves, unknowingly, if you think, yeah, this is the right angle, I'm gonna keep brushing this, and then your forks just don't get any better or they get worse, that is a huge mistake. If I had brushed the right angle, I believe it was in November, from November of 2021, if I was brushing the correct angle, I would have been elite way faster than what it took me, because on my top left, I was brushing the incorrect angle, which made me have to do 2 whole wolf sessions to completely fix, and from November all the way to February, it took me to fix that. Please brush the correct angles. Now, I was making this mistake even like around 2 months ago. My back right, I put a diagram up on the screen. My back right, I was brushing it completely down from around April to, I would guess, around mid-June, which was the wrong angle to be brushing. I do not know why I was brushing it like that. I was like, yeah, this looks like the right angle. Then I finally switched it up, and it's looking like I'm gonna get rid of those, I guess at the time it was like 10 forks. Not really, but now it's around, now there's only 1 to 2 forks left. Now there's only 1 fork left, and hopefully by the end of this whole session, which ends next week, I'll get rid of it. But moral of the story, do not brush the wrong angle. Put your ego aside. You don't know what's best for you, bro. You need to really study your wave angle. Study it. Study your pattern. Make sure you're not brushing it wrong, because making this mistake can cost you months. Now, the final mistake, and this one, some of y'all really need to take this advice. Mainly beginner wavers, which is wolf, even elite wavers. It just switches, the skill switches. It's wolfing the correct amount of time. Now, here's an embarrassing story from my first major wolf session. I was going for 8 weeks. I was like, yeah, 8 weeks, 8 weeks, 8 weeks. It's good to set goals and have that as a goal, but it wasn't the correct goal to be set, because I was looking crazy. My mom used to say it looks like I have a hat of hair on my head. If I find a picture, I'll be really happy if I find a picture of this. But this is how I was looking. It was nasty. Even when I got a lineup, it did not help. Please do not be like me. Wolf the correct amount of time. Learn how to lay down your hair. Do not look like you're wearing a square hat on your head at all times, bro. Please wolf the correct amount of time. So if I were to correct myself then, since I was pretty new to the wave game, I would have only went for around 6 weeks wolfing then. I would have cut that wolf down to 2, and then maybe I can progress. You want to progressively overload your wolf sessions. Now for elite wavers, when I was a little bit more experienced, when I was almost elite, I'll wolf for an extended amount of time, because I know how to lay down my hair, I know how to do this, I can hard brush, blah blah blah, I know how to do all this stuff. But little did I know, sometimes when I cut down my wolf, I'll gain a fork. Like, it's not really a big deal, because it'll be like in the last wave of like my back or something. But nonetheless, the fork and gaining forks is not cool. Even if they last for like 2 weeks, that's 2 weeks of agony. You don't want to become too egotistical in yourself and just wolf for way too long. Like, oh, I'm an elite waver, I can wolf for 1,000 years. No, you can't. There's no point of wolfing if you're losing progress while you're wolfing. So please wolf for the right amount of time and cut at the right length. Don't cut too high. Don't cut too low, and don't cut in a weird awkward position. As you can see what I did in that video right there. Don't want to do those things. You want to wolf for the correct amount of time. And you want to cut down to the correct hair length. That depends on your hair texture. I'll make an in-depth video if you want me to. Drop it down in the comments if you want me to make a video that completely, dumbs down wolfing and cutting down your hair and explains it at the, the basic level. Because I do feel like it is needed, and it is a very complicated subject to talk about and to explain, so I'll make that video. Learn from my mistakes and learn more about the most important tip here, my most important tip here, which was tip number 1, brushing your crown. Learn more about that in this video right here. Thanks for watching. God bless.